And welcome to Pokemon Horizons episode 123. And, oh yeah, we have Diana here. As I do remember seeing this in the very beginning of the preview that I then stopped because I didn't want to get spoiled. Put it on. You can take a good long rest. Okay, so it is her Pokemon. So it's pretty interesting. She has that on, her. So this is a Bururon powered car. What, Bururon couldn't have rested with you? Out in the open? Oh god. A creep! Okay, I assume this is gonna be a little bit of like a goofy episode because of what we have had. Because I do know we're gonna have one more week of hiatus after this. I don't think there is an episode next week. So this is kind of like an intermediate episode between basically 122 and 124. Obviously it's 123, so it is. But I mean more in the sense of I don't think the actual story and all that will be progressed in this. It's going to be a little bit of a fun with Peturant. Because, we didn't see Peturant in the Katakami episode. I do wonder if we're going to see Ogerpon. Part of me hopes not. Because I'm not the biggest fan of Ogerpon. And I feel like it would be too much of having Peturant and Ogerpon in just one episode. And I don't think I want the Peturant thing to be like a little arc. Which I don't think it's gonna be, because, like I said, there is no episode next week. The horror Kibi-Kibi panic on board. So Peturant's called Kibi-Kibi. Okay, I thought they were dreaming of Masquerada. She wants to give you a ghostly gift, is what I assume is gonna happen here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so Peturant has already arrived. I assume it was gonna come with Diana. It's like, I want to get fat again. I do wish he had a chubby Lycanroc like we saw originally. But then again, it's kind of like, if you have a chubby animal, it is a bit of like some type of abuse. Like, oh my god, that looked like a Skorupi tail. Obviously, it's Peturant, but it reminded me of a Skorupi. Oh wait, was Orla's hair a bit different? Did she have it up in a different way? Or like with a different... Okay, they're cleaning the ship. Like, stop that. The wheel is very important. I was like, oh, fucking hot. Oh. I can sense a spirit. Yeah, her hair is a bit different. It's not holed up in a bolt anymore. She has a different thing. And yeah, I like that side view. That side view was very nice. Man, I want more Orla. Like, don't leave Nosepass alone. Ah. I did not cook them. I'll eat my carbs, my sugars before dinner. Which might actually be better because you get... Oh. He's like, I'm allergic. Oh, my nice ass. I have to do the Heimlich maneuver. Be careful. It's sharp. Porslinet. I do think it would be cute if she said uncle. Like uncle, because I mean, it is her uncle. Like, I wouldn't want her to call him that all the time, but maybe like from time to time, she can throw in an uncle. Because I do like when we see, cute moments from Dot. Like, oh, he was cooking. I mean, all of the adults are gone. So I assume Petrant did come here with Diana, but he maybe left Diana in the car, like a little bit away. Oh no. Kilowattrel, the first of the Pokemon to fall, of course. Okay, that's very attractive. Oh. The Mochi Mochi dance. Like, very spooky. Come on, Sableye, can't you feel anything? I do like that Alt doesn't care. Make some food for me, come on. No, she seems completely normal. I do think she looks very nice with the glowing pink eyes. And those little hip movements work very well. Oh no, let's see a Murdoch. Murdoch is more comical. Like, god damn it, free Oreo. Come on. Oh, okay, was not Crocodile, Skeledirge, was he in his Pokeball and he just came out? Or did I just miss seeing Skeledirge run around as well? You would think... okay. Come on, it's just a box. There's nothing there. Not just them. Now, this is Ult is a character that I would like to get Kibi-Kibi'd. Come on, there's always time to dance. Like, is there some kind of snake in here? Oh, it feels very solid. Yeah, using the light function on the phone, I like that. Okay, I do like how they animated Skeledirge moving up there. I like when the Pokemon and stuff move in ways that you would think they would move. Just something simple like that, it does a lot. Oh god. Hello, Muck. Careful, don't touch the crystals. Maybe Welcome is gonna have a dance-off. I mean, doesn't really seem like they're just doing Kibi-Kibi, right? But for all they know, maybe getting Kibi-Kibi'd is what spreads. You know, they don't know it is something to do with eating. Forgot about me, run! Oh no, Dot. Yeah, that is a good separation. I hope Dot figures out what's wrong. Like, of course it's a Pokemon. Okay. You too. Maybe you guys should use your Pokedex. Oh. And those are, it's 3. Oh god, what are they called? Are they called the Villainous Tree? 3? And they have the Toxic Chain around them. Okay, I like that. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, the fact that Kilowattro got hit. So Kilowattro is Serendipity. I have to check. Okay, I'm actually enjoying this episode more than I would think. It is quite funny. Oh. He got hit. I didn't see that. I did not see that he got hit by the Mochi. Oh god. I guess Pikachu is taking the form of... Okay, there you go. It was shooting all those out. Okay. Diana is gonna save the day. Okay, I got it. Diana will save the day. Yeah, here we go. Oh, is she gonna get... Oh, they just spoiled right there that she's gonna catch... Petulant. Okay. Kibi-Kibi. Oh, they're like, oh, this is very nice. Oh, and it's kind of becoming a disco ball. Okay, I think Liko, Molly, Orla, and Murdoch are the ones that look the best Kibi'd. Specifically, Liko and Oreo actually look very good Kibi'd. But I want them to be cured. Oh my god. Oh, it was already her Pokemon. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes more sense why it's not in Kitakami. Why it was there in the car with her. Because it's her Pokemon. Like, no. Old. An old partner. Oh, so you find a thing, place. You're like, no. That's not it. Shining Mochi. Okay, is the Momoru gonna... Okay, they're doing some... There's gonna be some puppet theater right here. Okay, not a puppet theater. So we're seeing Diana with a mythical Mamon Pecha. Very. Oh, okay. So he has a cut rotom, huh? I kind of wish this was a bit... This does seem to be before all of this happened, right? But I kind of wish it was when they were a bit younger. Ah, Runpapa. Ludicolo. I just, before recording this, actually listened to Mirror B's, both of his theme songs. So the fact that we see a Ludicolo in this episode, man. Oh, we even have a... Is that the musician training class or is it the rapper training class? Yes. Good thinking. It's a mythical Pokemon. Or legendary, I guess. Not technically mythical. Because all mythicals are legendary, but not all legendaries are mythical. Yeah. Fessendipity, Monkey Dory, and... What is the last one? The last one is my favorite. Okidogi. There we go. I say my favorite, but I'm not like the hugest fan of either or any of them. Uh, like even when it comes to like helping Runpapa. Oh god, the noises. Okay, they had a battle. Like, I'm gonna battle until you accept my gift. Yeah, I mean, it is getting the berries for you. And I never noticed that it looks like it has like a headband. You know, like those kind of headbands that, you know, cooks in stalls have. You know, people who make, you often see them in shows they're making takoyaki. You know, they have those headbands. So, Like, I saved you, forgive it from me. Oh yeah, I didn't pay attention. And we just saw them have... Well, it looked more like tridents rather than pitchforks, but... Yeah, and we saw them use them as weapons. So maybe it isn't. I assumed that happened before the show. Because it looked like it was still back when Diana and the butler were friends. But no, it seems to be pretty recent. As they're going around trying to do whatever it is they're doing. Oh, is she gonna give the armor? She does. Okay. Didn't we see one of these armors in Amethyos' mansion? For some reason, I have memories of there being a type of armor in Amethyos' mansion, which is what I thought. Like, oh god, he's gone crazy. He isn't even under control. So I always assumed that that is the armor that would evolve Liko's Shark Cadet. Because we did see it look at an armor or something in Amethyos. I don't know, for some reason I have that memory. But maybe I was just looking at pictures of armor. I don't know. So, I don't know how I feel about that. That Diana is the one who gives the armor. I was wishing that it would be Amethyos. Or at least maybe even Amethyos and his I was about to say Skeledirge. What's it called? Armarouge is what Liko Shark will evolve into. It's Armarouge and Cerulege. There we go. So I assumed Cerulege and Amethyos would give that type of armor. I don't remember what the two types are called. I think called like Auspicious and Mysterious. Oh, that doesn't make sense. That would call Mysterious. Okay, a cute smile. Okay. Mega Metagross. Very cool. Okay. And we're seeing Amethyos next time. Oh, that makes it even more like, I wish Amethyos would have had armor or something. Okay, some more grunts. I do like that we... Oh. Okay, Salamence. And it looked like one of the... Oh, and it's wearing the... Oh, okay. Stormin Explorers HQ. Okay, I'm really looking forward to the next episode. Sadly, next episode is not happening next week. It's happening in 2 weeks from now. I think the next episode is out on the 23rd. It's when it comes out in Japan. Yeah, okay, I can just be here, be Liko's head. The episode was actually a lot of fun. It's obviously not a filler episode because we find out about Diana is back, Petra to hers, the armor's now here. Like, I was thinking that was just gonna be a little bit of a funny episode, more like a joke episode, and then we're gonna get Diana at the very end. Then that's it. Which, the kind of is what it was, but I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought, because I don't tend to really... Like, for example, when Gimmighoul was controlling people to pick up the coins and all that, I was so annoyed by that. But the same type of enjoyment, same type of annoyment, if that's even a word, did not happen this time. I actually enjoyed this a lot. Roy looks very weird in this in this drawing right here. This frame. Yeah, I did not know it would do, because I never played. I never played any of the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet, or even Sword and Shield. But does it do that in those games where you get like 3 random Pokemon that get those chains on them? The same type of like toxic chains that the Villainous 3 have. Let me look up and see. Are they called the Villainous 3? So let's look at Bulbapedia. The Loyal 3. That is what they're called. They're called the Loyal 3. Yeah, because obviously it's based off the Ogre and something. It's called the Ogre and the Loyal 3. Obviously, it's inverse of that story, you know, that Japanese story. I think it's Japanese at least. The Japanese story of evil ogre, and then a hero and his 3 companions defeat the ogre. And this time it's like an inverse of that the ogre is, you know, the good one. I was surprised that we didn't see them in this, but that it makes sense because it is Diana's. It is her Peturant. I don't know, I don't have much to say other than I think they did a really good job with this episode. Let's see, some comments from episode 122. Shireen said that is Steven Stone. Yes, it is. And I do know that the president of the Devon Corporation is Steven Father. I didn't forget about that. Like, I know that. Because that's who you talk to in the game, right? I don't remember. Do they say that specifically in the... No, they do. Yes. They do make that connection in the game. It was in the Pokemon show when Max first meets the president. In that one, he's just called the president. They don't say his name. Like, they don't call him, you know, President Stone, like Mr. Stone. And then Shireen says that she battles fair and square. That's good. Especially, you know, if you're gonna play, you know, Pokemon battles, that is a good thing. I don't know if I would do that if I was in the Pokemon world, fighting some evil team, whatever, to save the world. I don't know if I would battle fair and square. I'll probably use everything I can to my advantage. It would be different if it was in an official format. There's a gym leaders and all that. That would be different. But when I'm fighting for, you know, life and death, I don't think I would fight fairly. Callie Ispy said, "Yay, there's gonna be a Spinel versus Liko fight. I hope it's not just the opening." I mean, maybe that's gonna happen later on, but at least in episode 124, it seems like they're gonna fight together. I do expect that there will be a Spinel Liko fight in the future, and it's probably gonna be more of like training. I assume that when Sharkadet evolves, we're gonna see Ceruledge and Sharkadet battle, or I guess in this case Armarouge, as like a sparring match. That's what I assume we're gonna get. Tiana Jones, 8399 said, "Crazy Pokemon, crazy because Pokemon Y game first. I have game that came from my very first name, Tiana. Isn't cool or what?" So was Pokemon Y your first Pokemon game? And was there so Tiana in Pokemon Y? Let's see, Tiana Pokemon. Okay, I can't really find, but it could be, you know, like different languages and all that. I mean, Tiana, it is a cool name. I'll give you that. It's cool. And man, I have a bit of like a love-hate relationship with X and Y. I like X and Y because I do think like story-wise they're quite interesting. And I really like just the world of Kalos. Like that region is very interesting, and I love Mega Evolution. I think it's the best gimmick. However, I do not like the move to 3D, and also the fact that X and Y was very rushed the games themselves when playing aren't the best. I think they're a bit too easy, even when you're trying to make them harder by limiting yourself and all that. The gym leaders, I think, are like probably some of the easiest in the entire series, and that includes Gen 1 with Gen 1 AI. I mean, it's not easier than Gen 1, but it's Gen 1. It shouldn't be easier than that, right? Or I should say Kanto. But when you say Kanto, what do you mean? Because there's like a billion Kanto games, right? And also, I think also X and Y had too much Kanto pandering as well. Which is a bit of like, oh god. But overall, man, I mean, I really like AZ, you know, and the whole thing with Lysander. I think they did a pretty cool job with that in ZA as well. Hunter HQ said, anyone realized the fact that Freed never told the others he was okay the whole year? The fact that it's disbanded too without him. Also, Orla was worrying too. And then I do like Duplin's answer. He forgot, which makes sense for Freed, you know? He's never really been a guy to really inform the team and all that, or he just forgets. Because he's like, oh, yeah, that's an important thing that I should have mentioned, but I never did. So I think it fits in with Freed. And no, episode 122, yes, really, really good. With Freed coming back, I think it worked very well. Oh yeah, we didn't see Freed. Oh, I was like, we didn't see Freed in this episode. That's because Freed left. He's going back to the Devon Corporation to study things. Shireen said, Shireen said that she is not like Spinel. I know you're not. And then the plane said, you sure changed your tune on Freed. I remember when you were so fed up with him stealing the spotlight from the kids back in early Horizons. Looking back, it was a good way to show how much the kids have grown to where they are now. Yeah, looking back at it, it is. I still think, even when you look back, it is too much early on. Like, every time the kids would have any type of development, Freed would just get in the way. So I do think it was too much. Which I think is why the time skip and the post time skip is probably the best thing they've done. And the whole thing of separating Freed, letting kids be basically on their own and gain some independence. Like, they kind of needed that, right? Yeah, and it made you go like, and then when Freed comes back, because I always liked Freed in bursts. I think Freed is a really good character, even back then, early on. I think it was just, I guess specifically like with Kevin Pikachu, that they kind of hindered the main characters too much. I think Freed works very well as a supporting character. And yeah, I do think probably the whole plan was to make Freed a bit too important or too consequential to the story, so that when he's not there, we can see a bit more of the growth for the kids to really show how much they've grown. And then another comment by Duplin. Awesome episode. Although the animation was actually good during this episode, there was some really derpy ass freeze frames like Miascarada's face at 30 and 31, and the return of Fat Pikachu at 20, lol. When in fact Pikachu is always welcomed. And I guess, I mean, obviously you will get frames here and there. Like, look at Roy's face right there, right? He looks a bit derpy, so even in episodes where you have great animation or good animation. But I think this episode also had good, I mean, for example, like I said, I thought the movement of Skeletor's just moving up that ramp and getting, not the way he got over that. I don't know, like, it looks really good to me. And I do like when different kind of like body types and all that have different movements. I don't know, it does something here where I'm like, yeah, I like that. Let's see. And then Magala said that I should do a video on the preview for episode 123. Because he or she wanted to hear everyone's theories. And I said, I know it has something to do with Petrant, but I don't want to watch the preview because I don't want to get into the episode or because I want to go into the episode with as little information as possible. And I do think it's good that I decided to do that. Because I don't not know necessarily how much the preview would have shown, but I think going into this with a bit less information, not knowing, but it belongs to Diana and all that, kind of like made it better. So let's see. And then Magala also said, is there a forum to discuss these things? And there probably is. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are Pokemon forums to talk about this stuff. Or you just talk here in the comments if you want. Let's see. And then the last comment by Shireen said, Purple Coin. As you know that Spinel must be arrested and stopped at all costs. And you know that Spinel is a very bad man and you know that. I do. But that doesn't stop my love for Spinel.